do, and I talk to a lot of coaches. All the interviews that you find on the channel are from different coaches from different walks of life, from different parts of the world, okay, in different parts of the world. And one thing that all coaches tend to say, one thing that all coaches have in common, the most that they mention to me about what they desire in a player, and I'm talking about coaches from your typical rec league to coaches to all the way at the top in the big leagues that have coached some of the biggest names that you have heard of. They all say the same thing. It all boils down to soft skills. I've heard things like, I want you to just be a good person. I want you to have humility. No coach has ever talked to me about, I need you to be able to play with both feet. I need you to be able to do this with your right foot, do that with your left foot. I need you to head like this. I need you to do 1,000 juggles. I need you to do this. No coach has ever mentioned anything of the sort to me. Every coach that I've interviewed, every coach, and I mean every coach, everything that they tend to talk about always boils down to the player's soft skills. So this is why I always ask children, how is your level of humility? Are you a gentleman? Are you a lady? Are you somebody with a good spirit? Are you kind? How good are you to your teammates? How much do you value the team? How much and how well do you take criticism? How do you respond when you are down? How do you behave when you are up? A lot of these questions are questions that I ask kids because at the end of the day, no one wants to work with somebody with a troublesome spirit. No one wants to work with a kid who just can't seem to be nice to people. Of course you have to have your fundamentals. We're talking about soccer here. Of course your fundamentals are important. Of course you need to be able to control the ball in a certain way. Of course you should be fit to a certain standard. Of course. But arguably the most important thing is really your ability to work with people. I was having a conversation with my friend who's not really into soccer, but he's getting more interested in it. I told him, I'm bringing you over to the dark side, don't worry about it. But he was like, how come a goal gets celebrated so much in soccer like that? And I said, first off, do you know how difficult managing one person can be? He said, sure, we're human. I was like, great. Imagine getting 11 people on the same page at the same time. It takes a lot of work. And when I say a lot of work, I'm not talking about practice. It takes a lot of deep work. Like one thing that I keep on talking about is team bonding events. It takes a lot of deep work. It takes a lot of psychology. So whenever you're thinking about what are some of the most important things that I can do to help myself, whether you're a parent or you're the young player yourself, for a young player, the best thing that you can do is ask yourself, how nice am I to my teammates? How much do I really understand my teammates? Am I forcing my teammates? Am I looking at my teammates as if they're in a box? Or am I looking at my teammates for who they are? Am I taking people for who they are? That's going to bode well for you on the field. Parents, if you're a parent watching this, I would ask yourself, I would ask you, how am I helping my child? How am I helping my child understand the importance of working with people? How am I cultivating that spirit? They're going to need that for life.